What's up, dudes and dudettes here? And my name's Scyushi, and we're back to more Trove Dragon, and this is the new dragon. So if you want to end up getting it, there's actually a couple ways that you can do it. You can either spend money, or you should grind it like as soon as possible, because this sucker is going to be similar to the bamboo dragon in that the bamboo dragon we could get for free last year by grinding bamboo. But now this year, the bamboo isn't back, which means if you missed out on this dragon, the only way of obtaining it from now on is with this expensive pack. And unfortunately, the mount's not on his own. He's got all this other superfluous crap to end up bringing up the value of his pack. So that's what's going to happen with this as well. Next year, you probably won't be able to grind this dragon free to play, which kind of sucks because I think it would actually be better for the event overall if suddenly it was like, oh, there's like 5 different dragons you can grind during the Lunar New Year event. Anyway, this guy's pretty cool in that he has these coin VFX behind him, and you can see it's actually like a 3D VFX, so it's pretty handy or pretty fancy. The coins will end up falling out behind you, and then if we end up flying into the air, he's just kind of got standard flight, but he shoots fireballs that end up shooting out and exploding coins with some odd physics on them, I guess, because it's like a 3D ball object in this game rather than an actual coin. But yeah, I like this dragon a lot. I like the extended amount of detail to all of its scales and the coloring and stuff. It's really, really well done, honestly speaking. Now, what we're going to be doing in today's video is I'm going to kind of run you through how to get this dragon. But if you want details on the Mythic Wood in particular, I already have a dedicated video talking about that. So let me just say that in order to get this dragon, you're going to end up needing to grind various resources during the limited time of this event. The event is available on PC right now until February 13th. And this event will become available for all of you on console February 4th, with your ending of the event being February 25th. So you got plenty of time to do it and plenty of time to prepare for it. So let's take a quick peek at the dragon. There's going to end up being this dragon egg, which you need for the polished wood, which we kind of talked about in a dedicated video, but I'll kind of skim over it. There's also going to end up being the dragon itself, which is going to cost these various tokens, as well as the crafted egg and, you know, some dragon coins and stuff. So how do you end up actually getting the wood? Well, how do you get the wood and the coins? In fact, you end up going to Forbidden Spires. The wood is just gotten off of random enemies, and the video that I have that talks about the Mythic Wood talks about how you can very, very efficiently farm a ton of enemies very quickly and get enough wood in like maybe a 1 or 2 hour session. But then once you do end up having enough of the wood, you're going to have to look for these crafting tables, which on PC we've got a mod that points them out. These will allow you to craft X amount of the wood, cinnabar, and flux into a single of the dragon fragment. However, you don't want to go for the dragon fragment right away, so don't actually forge this. You want to get your hands on 1,000 wood first and foremost, and then you're going to look for a Forbidden Spires crafting table. So at a builder's crafting bench in the blocks and decorative, there's the forbidden workbench right here. And we've already got one crafted, so I'll just show you guys really quick. There is an ally buried in this crafting table in the collections tab, this little snake ally right here. And so for these various resources, which, you know, the mythical coins we get from doing dungeons in Forbidden Spires, so just keep that in mind. And then the fiery feathers is randomly drop it off of enemies in Forbidden Spires. Same with the sagely blue dragon scales, which we've got other videos already dedicated to each of these mounts, which need those items respectively. But once you end up getting 1,000 of the wood, you can craft this ally. And what this ally is going to do is he's going to give you a chance of harvesting additional enchanted wood. So you want to get this guy as soon as possible and then just go back to your Cursed Skull Mythic Wood farming. And then you need to have 2,200 wood in order to forge it into the amount that the dragon needs. The wood is the main thing you want to go for first and foremost, with the coins being the secondary, because once you have the ally and all of the wood out of the way, what you're going to do, if you can, is join a 5-star ship. So ships are referring to, there are 2 different 5-star dungeons within the Sundered Uplands. One of them is a big box, that's a ship. One of them is a big long tower that has multiple floors, that one's a tower. A lot of times people will end up hosting these ships where you basically just stand in the middle of the dungeon and then everybody else will end up clearing all of the other rooms. This with the ally equipped is the most efficient way of actually getting the coins, because it's a chance that the coins drop, they're not guaranteed. even from Forbidden Spires. But if you can't find a ship, then more than likely it would be best for you to just grind dungeons in Forbidden Spires or just find a tower that you can solo. Keep in mind that you want to try your best to be in D13 or 14 for those 5-star ships. And then also, I think, I could be wrong about this, but I think the in-game chat people use for the ships is called 5 farm. So you would type /join and then number 5 farm as one word. I hope I'm right about that, but if I'm wrong, just don't blame me because I never use it. Point being is this is where you would find a lot of like-minded people that are hosting ships. And yeah, other than that, the event is pretty cool, pretty short. There's something else very, very interesting that we'll talk about in a separate video that people ended up discovering a couple weeks ago that's related to a certain pack that you may have seen me talk about in the stream that ended up going up earlier today. But yeah, we'll have dedicated videos talking about all that stuff. In either case, good luck getting the dragon. You will be able to get it within a day. And in fact, within like maybe a couple hours.